Right, I will inform the teams that they need to start. So stream is up. Yes. I'm gonna assume that's a yes. All right, so hi everybody watching our stream of the finals of the last tournament of the Nyroth Arc. I am 501st Big Mike. I am joined by Ruska, who will be casting with me.
Hi.
Yep, and Porkchop will be streaming. She is one of the community's favorite streamers, so yeah, it's hopefully going to be a lot of fun to watch. And so, going over some stuff that went in the background during the break we had in between the tiebreaker and the finals. So we did a coin toss between Ionia and Frel on the sides for each game, red and blue sides. The games would, alternate the sides each time, but you would end up with going, because there's 3 games, you end up going one side more often than the other, and Frel won the coin toss and chose to go red on the first and third game. So that's how that turned out. And then Frel is still sanctioned, and so they get 1 ban against them. So as we see, Ionia banned Poppy, or not Poppy, Anivia. They did ban Poppy, but she's not on the Frel roster. And lastly, Frel, the other part of the sanctions was a random summer spell ban. I rolled it, and Clairvoyance was banned from them, which is one of the least used spells. So, Russ, what do you think will be the effect of the Clairvoyance spell, if any?
I think we've just thrown the rulebook out the window here. We've opened Pandora's box, and there's no telling what's coming.
Alright, Pandora's box theory it is.
The only question here is, will our creators forgive us?
Yeah. Here's hoping we did not invoke the wrath of the void or whatever forces out there. Let's see, though, we have, for the bans, I think it's spelled out pad. I guess they're saying they either want pads or Freljord's going to need pads. And Freljord's spelled hot, which kind of hurts themselves if things heat up and the Freljord starts melting. It actually hurts themselves, not Ionia.
The problem here is Ionia has a strategic advantage against us because the only champion whose name starts with an I is Irelia. So we can't actually spell out ice, so we can't invoke our true final form.
Oh, that is true. What is with you, Riot? Come up with better names. Give it so each letter is used 3 times. That way spelling, it's more free.
It's just another hurdle in Freljord's path, but we'll get through this.
Yeah. Let's see, we're seeing Quinn picked up. They used Quinn in the top lane quite a bit in the first day of the tournament. When I personally, I've done Quinn top quite a few times, and I think it's actually pretty good. So, I'm gonna assume Ionia's gonna have some trouble dealing with that.
I don't think so, because it looks like they're locking in the Karma top, which is equally as cancerous. And, I mean, it kind of negates the main thing that Quinn and Karma both bring to top lane is the fact that they're untouchable to melee, but neither of them are melee,
Yeah.
so problem negated.
That is true. That could be a Karma mid, maybe, but yeah, the teleport does suggest top lane.
I think we usually see Fixie going top, so the one thing here is we could see Lissandra top and Quinn mid, or Tryndamere support, because screw it.
Yeah, that'd be crazy if that was a Tryndamere support. There you go, they're going Braum. Braum is the Mayor support, and he's a very strong one at that.
But the AD shred, it's so balanced.
Yes.
Yeah, Tryndamere is one of those problem champions that Riot's gonna have to come back to and just completely delete. Like, when Tryndamere gets reworked, he's gonna be unrecognizable.
I mean, I would
Or there's gonna be a
expect
Marina.
so. I mean, I don't know about unrecognizable. I think you recognize him because his picture would be the same. But his
I
abilities.
guess.
His abilities would change drastically.
That's the one.
Yeah. Let's see though. Karma swapped to a heal spell. Still probably a top lane thing because Aries they were with Ignite and they're hovering over a bunch of ADCs on their last pick. Yeah. Yeah, but Ionia certainly carrying some momentum. After that victory, that usually gets your confidence going and you're likely to perform better when your confidence is up. So Ionia probably has some momentum going for them after that big win. Frel, they haven't played yet today. They've done some practice games before this, so yeah, we'll see. Maybe the game, instead of getting momentum, will just make them more tired of League or something. Karma has now switched to Exhaust. I guess that would help with the Quinn when she switches to Valor using her ultimate. That would help with some of the burst and assassination that Valor can bring. That would be my assumption if she stays on Exhaust. She swapped through like 3 or 4 different spells now, so for all we know, she's gonna swap again. Last second pick is Tryndamere. So they're doing. Alright, they're swapping Tryndamere and the Quinn. That could be Tryndamere ADC and Quinn top, or it could be Tryndamere top and Quinn ADC.
I think my
boy, I don't want to
client
send
derped
Tryndamere
again.
into that.
Wait, who was their last pick for Freljord?
Last picker Freljord was Flash and Fuse.
Okay.
They have done quite a bit of trading. They've traded
I guess they're just
champions
trying to
around.
out there.
Let me know when the 3-minute delay is up, because my client decided to not load or whatever.
Alright. Yeah, about 20 seconds left before the delay.
Okay, I'll just quit spectating. Oh, what is this? Network
Yeah,
issue.
just
Yeah, let's see
Spectate
now.
when you get back in.
Frel is really investing on Smite if they don't do any last second changes. I mean, not Smite, Teleport.
Teleport. Could be fun.
Yeah, so they don't change it. It's locked in, I believe. Yeah, so that's okay. They switch one
we
back to heal. Yeah, the delay is
looks like
started.
Oh, what the
we
hell?
will see Tryndamere top against Karma, who has Exhaust. That's not what you want to be playing against this Tryndamere. That's pretty much an unwinnable matchup unless you praise RNG Jesus.
Now the other possibility, because Quinn did go heal, so I'm gonna assume she's just ADC and we'll leave it at that. But the other possibility maybe was Sandra top and Tryndamere mid. Although I don't think that works great against an Ahri either, so either lane I see Tryndamere going.
I would think
great.
Tryndamere would do a bit better against them. The thing is, Tryndamere can actually farm against Ahri.
That's true. Where Ahri and Karma, they both have quite a bit of poke. I do, agree. I think Tryndamere do a little better against Ahri, but still not a matchup in favor of him.
Doesn't have the ability to lock down Tryndamere and disengage from the way that Karma can, because Karma just shields herself and walks away, and then she has the root on top of that. Ahri has the charm until 6. Tryndamere basically can just ignore her and farm, because he's gonna outscale Ahri. It's not even close.
Well, she does have the poke, so while he's trying to farm, she can easily just harass him at will. If he tries to dive, just throw the
The
charm
thing
on
is,
him.
Ahri's poke is pretty predictable. Like, she has a big windup. It's a decently fast projectile, but it's really predictable.
That's true. Yeah, I don't know. It really depends. Yeah, basically how well that Ahri will harass. If it is Tryndamere, for all we know, he's still top.
Yeah, all the speculation could be for nothing.
Yeah.
Nah, you see, we're actually being baited in here. It's Tryndamere support, Lissandra jungle, Sejuani mid, and we're gonna see Machine Gun Braum top lane.
That would be one hell of a match to watch.
It's all about you get that
stuns.
first stun with Braum and just keep proccing that bonus damage.
Yeah, that's a lot of stun power if you get Machine Gun Braum.
And get a DFG for the extra style points.
Oh man, that would be funny.
Oh, I know what I'm doing in boss next time.
Yeah. Let's see now. I'm trying to think though. I'm still trying to figure out these lane matchups. Which does Lissandra do better against Karma or Ahri?
Oh, Ahri for sure. Lissandra actually has the ability to lock down Ahri because she has the point and click massive stun, which Ahri's main problem for laners is more her unkillability, because she can generally just farm up safely from long range. She can engage you at her leisure, and if you ever sort of start to take the advantage over her in a fight, she just triple dashes out. But Lissandra really negates a lot of that advantage with her root and stun.
Alright, so yeah, then by that, I'm gonna assume, yeah, Lissandra mid against Ahri, Tryndamere top against Karma. Although, yeah, Tryndamere has really put himself in a very painful situation.
Got between a rock and a hard place. The other thing to consider is Lissandra just has so much more roaming potential from mid. And the Lissandra ganks are definitely nothing. Well, I mean, I guess they are something to sneeze at, because you're going to be frozen solid.
Yeah.
Oh, bad puns.
Alright, and we're going into the loading screen, and we got the skin war. How about you start us off for that?
Well, see General Wukong order the Lotus Karma, Silent Knight Sona, Foxfire Ahri, and Explorer Ezreal for the all-skin team. But my personal hatred of Order the Lotus Karma and Foxfire Ahri kind of makes me want to give them a -2, so that really only adds up to one skin. And then we have Bear Cavalry Sejuani, so that's pretty self-explanatory. So I'm giving this to Frel, and I don't care about the quantity, it's the quality that counts.
Well, I actually have to say, Orlo's Karma is good. Foxfire Ahri is okay, although a bit overused. I think, going, 5 skins is bonus points because, it's really rare to get all 5 skin teams. So, for me, it goes to Ionia.
Okay, well, when the KGB comes to your house tonight and you never, just sort of disappear for forever, you know why.
Trust me, that won't be happening.
Someone's underestimating the Bear Cavalry.
Well, for starters, that's like Russia, so I'm not in Russia.
Well, I mean, you're always in Russia if you believe hard enough.
Alright, how about this? Pork chop, how about you make the deciding tiebreaker vote for the skin war?
Huh?
Oh, a little late on me asking that, my apologies.
I don't know.
Well, there you have it. We don't know.
It's a tie. We'll just have to leave it at that.
I'll give it to
Okay.
Freljord, maybe. I don't know. Wait, what skin did Sejuani have?
Bear Cavalry.
Oh, I might give it to Ionia then.
Ionia, it is. The Penta skin team has successfully won the skin war.
Whoops.
No, maybe they've won the skin battle, but the war is just beginning.
That's true. There's 2 more games for the skin war to go on.
So apparently we're going to see duo mid.
That, no, Trin's moving back up top. That would be surprising. Like, we're gonna give up top lane to try dominate mid. That is an
I think
interesting
Freljord's going to be
choice.
looking to invade here. As really any team with a Braum wants to do. Slow on to Wukong. Nothing's going to come of it. Sorry, second auto attack. My bad. And that right there, as I was saying last game, that's the full power of Runic Blessing. He blocked 1 auto attack.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Karma and Lissandra trading some harass in the mid lane. Lissandra going to back after it. Karma blocking it. So ultimately, they're both going to get back before the minions arrive in lane. Plus, Karma wasn't even a mid laner. She's going top. She was just kind of hanging around. possibly to try to confuse Freljord a bit.
Minions have spawned.
Yeah, the Freljord team is hanging around the Gromp spawn area, spamming their emotes.
No surprise there. Sejuani doesn't really have much option on where she starts in the jungle.
Yeah,
It's pretty much
She,
Gromp
you
or
know,
blue buff.
she is, very, she's a tank jungler, and so not a lot of clear speed.
Although with the new rework, once you get CDR, she does shred the jungle pretty nicely.
Yeah. I haven't
really
done much
did,
with her since the rework, but yeah.
They overloaded her
I would
W,
agree.
is basically the gist of it, because they removed the, they put the percent health damage from Q onto her W, and her W still scales with her health, so it's really like, it's her everything. Not to mention the cooldown now is so low, with 40% CDR, it's literally a 0.2 second downtime.
In the top lane, we had Tryndamere. He engaged onto Karma. They both kind of broke even in the trade there. Although Tryndamere, once I think he started E, so he could do that dash in. Once he gets that Q, yeah, he's just going to be able to use it to heal up every time he farms. That's a great way for Tryndamere to deal with poke, is to properly use that Q.
The only question here is how much he's going to be able to farm. Well, Karma not doing a very good job of zoning right now. Oh, the crit from Tryndamere. And the heal from Karma.
Normally Tryndamere would just go in on that, but he's not 6 yet. If he was 6, he'd just keep on going and try to kill her. But now, yeah, he got the shorter end of that trade. He's going to try to heal up quickly, but she has the poke. He's going to be able to poke him while he's low, because he can't engage while he's that low. Sejuani roaming near mid. A ward is spying her out. Ari stays back. Nothing happens. Bottom lane, Ionia is pushing up the Freljord and has about double the CS. The ADC, Ezreal, has about double the CS of Quinn. Not exactly, because it keeps changing, but yeah. They're certainly getting poked a lot. That is the Ezreal Sona lane for you. A lot of poke potential. Let's see, mid lane, Sejuani keeps going near mid, but Ahri is staying very back, avoiding this Lissandra, and so Sejuani's just wasting a lot of time by constantly staying near mid. She needs to, spend your time more wisely, because every second you spend, sitting near a lane and not ganking it is, time you could have spent, clearing a camp or ganking some other lane. Tryndamere went back and used his teleport to get back to the top lane faster. So he's a little behind in experience, level 3 to 4, but he's not really that far behind on minions, and he has an item advantage and got healed up, so he's more prepared to engage on Karma when the time arises because of that.
This is honestly about as well as Tryndamere could be doing at this point.
He's got the slow. He doesn't have Ignite though, so...
Oh, he's gonna go down to minions. Shinra is not paying attention to his ECD.
He could have used Q and potentially survived that, but even then, it wasn't a smart decision to stay going in. He should have backed off once Karma got out of range, because that's when she can start poking him. And kiting him, basically. She was kiting him, and yeah, it wasn't good. But in the bottom lane, Sejuani goes in for the gank. They're focusing Ezreal. The stun goes off from Braum. The heals from Sona, plus the stun spell heal. Try to go back in. They're taking down Sona quick. They take down Braum. Very, very low, Sejuani. Oh! The counter gank by Wukong to completely reverse how that played out.
Frel are just way too hungry there. They should have just given up that after the Sona kill.
Yeah,
Sorry, before that. It was actually before that when Sona was still up. They just ate 2 tower shots for no reason.
taking tower shots even if you're dominating the lane, taking two tower shots can suddenly, just reverse it because you lost a ton of health and they didn't have to take any response. Oh, and in the top lane, Tremere just keeps getting poked down by Karma, knowing that he can no longer win a all-in fight. And so Karma just pokes him down. As soon as he gets low, she gives herself the shield to speed him up, puts her root onto him, and he can't really do much at all. So yeah, that was a questionable choice in Champion Select, and so far it's not paying off. Maybe, the late game scaling will be better. But in the mid lane, Lissandra ults Ahri. Sejuani goes for the gank, but it's too slow to do anything. Ahri's able to ult away.
Yeah, problem there is Mimeoplasm just didn't. He rooted far too late. He was trying to chain the stun into the root for maximum, basically maximum lockdown duration, and he mistimed it, so Ahri was already gone.
Yeah. Also, did Sejuani use her Q, the dash in?
Yeah, she did.
Alright.
When Ahri landed, Ahri was already gone.
So, Sejuani goes into gank Karma. Lissandra teleports in. She goes in with her E, puts down the root. The Karma, she's no worse for her than just a little bit of harass, and she is going to win a harass fight against Tryndamere by herself, so...
Honestly, Frel should just 3-man that tower. Balor wasn't pushing mid, he just got back and Wukong was in base. I think they should have 3-man that tower for all the damage they could have got.
Yeah. Oh, now Lissandra's going in, takes a lot of harass from the Ahri.
Ahri's mana pool is getting low though.
Yeah, that is the... Ahri does have, a bit more health, but she has quite a bit less mana. Although Ahri, she can heal herself, and, maybe she uses her heals that'll make up for the mana deficit. But I don't think so. Sejuani looks to be giving blue over to Lissandra. Bot lane is very heavily going in Ezreal's favor. They're tied in kills, but he has 2 assists and about a 24 lead in CS. Sejuani goes into gank, but Ionia has it warded and instantly back off. Wukong looking to gank. They know exactly where Sejuani is because they have the ward and they know she's trying to kill Skull Crab. Sandra's pushing mid tower, putting damage onto it. In the top lane, Tryndamere is being forced to farm on his own tower and taking a lot of poke. He's 2 levels behind. That is not looking good for Frel in the top lane.
Really, just nothing you can do as a melee champion in Karma unless you have multiple gap closers.
Oh, mid lane, Lissandra roots Ahri, ults her, dashes over the wall, but then Ahri follows her and finishes it. So far, every lane is going Ionia's way. The jungle is also going their way as well. Wukong's 2 kills. Tryndamere gets the slow onto Karma. Knock up. The root's gonna go down. Where's the Sejuani ult? There's the Sejuani ult. The exhaust onto Tryndamere. Wukong goes in. Tryndamere blows his ult. Wukong ult keeps the damage going. The Sejuani very, very low. He managed to get out thanks to Wukong. He went the wrong direction, it looked like, if he wanted to chase down Sejuani. Oh, he might be going for a tower dive.
Don't think he wants to do that. He doesn't. I don't think he quite has the damage to kill her without going down to the tower first.
Yeah, it's Sejuani does have that knockup. So Wukong go in, Sejuani instantly knock him up, and he would take a lot of damage on that tower. Possibly giving Sejuani a kill and not finishing her off. So played it safe, did the smart thing, didn't let the greed get the best of him. Yeah. So, and nothing that, well, Sejuani, she's really trying to help some of these lanes. She She's gone mid many times to try a gank. She's gone bot. She's gone top, and just none of her ganks seem to be working out. That obviously very frustrating when you're doing everything you can and it just won't work.
She hasn't been in the right places. She tried to gank bot early, which just isn't something you can generally do unless your bot lane is destroying. She's been taking really wonky gank paths, and she's going to blind lanes where she can't see the enemy jungler incoming. And that's how Wukong's counter ganked her twice now.
Yeah, counter ganking it has been real big for Wukong here. Something that all junglers should try to do is like, oh yeah, if their jungler's ganking a lane from the other team, you may want to counter gank if you're nearby, because as we've seen, it really helps a lot of that. Bot lane fights and the top lane fight. Tryndamere still 2 levels behind the top lane, almost 30 CS behind, and just taking tons of harass. He can't do anything in this lane. In the mid lane, Lissandra has forced Ahri to back, but she's out of mana and has to deal with Wukong. Wukong has his ult too, and although his smite is not up, I think he used it on a minion there actually in lane. So Sejuani goes bot lane, places a... Oh yeah. Oh!
What happened there? I'm gonna replay that in 1 second.
Yeah, I would have thought,
I think he just eat into the minion wave. Okay, I'm watching here.
While he's watching, top lane... Okay, go ahead.
He just eat into the middle of the minion wave, nothing really to say. He just ran in and died.
That's something you need to be careful. When you're using your biggest source of, gap closer and engage to farm, you should expect to be punished for it by the other person in lane. Freljord has 2 pink wards that have actually been there for quite a bit of time. And so that is, because the pink wards don't die, that is a lot of the extra 25 gold spent on those pink wards has been paying off. Sandra looked to be going top, but then realized Ahri was gonna probably take tower if she did that, so she teleported in to keep the tower safe.
Sandra's got a DFG first, so she's just going for the straight nuke.
Sejuani goes in on the mid lane, knocks her up, ults, but the ult hits her while she's in her tower. There's the Lissandra ult. She flashes out to make sure tower can't do any more damage. And that was... Yeah, that was good. I think that was the first successful gank for Sejuani. Unless I'm missing one. But yeah, while that happened though, Karma made up for the death by taking a tower.
And Braum got a 3v3-on-1 in the bot lane while going to ward.
Yeah, so yeah. So even though they got a victory in the mid lane, top and bottom quickly responded to cancel it out and even go farther to hurt Freljord's chances. Now, Tryndamere in the top lane, he picked himself into this matchup, which obviously did not go well for him.
Yeah. Just a bizarre choice when you consider that the Freljord has Gnar, Quinn, Lissandra, all to go top lane.
And Jarvan as well. I mean, Jarvan's usually jumping, but he can also go top. I mean, there's just so much they could have chosen over that. Tryndamere goes in, so Lissandra shows up. Tryndamere ults, he's not going to be dying. He needs to back off when his team finish it, though, to be safe.
Tryndamere with the safe call. You don't see a lot of players do that. A lot of players will get greedy and go for that kill and end up dying in the game, which completely negates any good it does. Tryndamere is smart there. What Tryndamere needs to be doing in this kind of matchup is he needed to be poaching golems every chance he could, because he can't just be out in lane farming. He needs to let Karma push, go to farm at his tower when the wave hits it, just keep farming golems every time he goes to lane. And now to get back into this, he needs to keep poaching the topside jungle.
Yeah, I think Tryndamere, he's not out of the game completely because, he is Tryndamere. He does scale into the late game. But if he can't get any farm, if Karma keeps up that pressure, he is not going to actually get to that late game.
Bot lane should have seen
goes
Wukong
like
there.
an
He walked out of the bush. So this gank shouldn't work, and Lissandra's waiting in the wings there too. So, but they may try to turn this.
Sandra backs off though. Is she going to go around to river? No, she's just going to mid lane, I think.
Sejuani gonna go down to Ari?
Yeah,
Just not a
Ari
fight she
just
should have picked.
destroying her. But that is all of Ari's ult procs, and so she has no way to escape the Lissandra.
So the red buff transfer to Lissandra is complete.
Exactly.
All to plan.
It was all planned by Freljord. Seems to be listening to you. He's gonna let Karma do her thing, and he's gonna try to get the. I believe they're called Krugs now. They used to be golems.
Okay, Karma has an Iceborne gauntlet, and I'm not even sure I'm going to comment on that.
Yeah, that is a interesting choice. I'll just leave it at that. Interesting choice. Yeah. We'll see how it pans out before we criticize or praise it.
I don't quite see any reason why you'd want to get that over a Rylai's if you really think you need the extra appeal on someone who already has a ridiculous level of self-peel.
Yeah.
And chase. It's not like she's going to need help chasing people down. She has the massive haste, the snare, and the slow from Q. Oh. Interesting choice, as you said.
I mean, yeah. I don't want to criticize it or praise it just yet. I want to wait to see if if for some reason we are thinking about it wrong. But since one misses,
all I know is Iceborne did not help her there.
I don't think any item would have helped her there.
Yeah. I mean, twin shadows would stop the gank from coming in, I guess.
Maybe
if he had no wrecker,
known
he could
to
have run
use twin
straight through the
shadows
tower.
right then.
Could have run straight through the tower with no wrecker, so let's get through that.
Yeah.
This is why you don't run straight at Nari.
So yeah, Quinn activates the ult to try to go in on the mid lane fight, but both sides of the mid lane back off, and so she's just stuck in bird form, not able to use it. And she doesn't want to engage because she knows they're outnumbered.
Might see Ionia go for the dragon here. I'm not sure how well Freljord can contest this. They have to wait it out at the very least. They need to let Ionia eat some dragon damage. Tryndamere taking top lane tower, so he's making good on those ganks that he's got.
Yeah.
And Lissandra TPing in, or Tryndamere TPing in, my bad. Sun on
Lissandra
Braum,
not
Wukong
in
cycling
that
nothing.
Probably just trying to take out everybody on his own.
Ooh.
Several flashes burnt, and Quinn still goes down. Ezreal chasing them under their own tower.
Ionia
His
had
ult is
really good
down,
focus
though.
there.
Let's see what Lissandra can do. She's looking to try to assassinate Lissandra. Oh, she's coming.
No, there's not just. There's an Ezreal right there.
Ezreal gets the revenge kill.
Lissandra had gone for Ez there. I think that fight would have been one for Ionia. Or not Ionia, for Freljord. I think.
Yeah.
Just, Lissandra just got greedy there.
Yeah, she got like baited
Not
by
greedy,
the low
tunnel
health
vision.
Sona. She saw low health, like, oh, I'm gonna assassinate first with low health. Like, but Ezreal's the one with all this damage. You need to take him out.
And Ezreal is going for that blue build, so he's gonna be terrifying late game.
Well, actually, he has Trinity Force, which I believe the blue build is, in fact, Iceborne Gauntlet.
No, the blue build is just a 40% CDR build with Mirror Mana.
Oh, they changed it? It's no longer
like
actually
a high-
true blue?
Basically, the idea is like a Trinity Force over Iceborne gives you that the disengage from the movement speed. It's like a tailored blue build.
Yeah.
But
So
I
it's no
think
longer 100% blue, but it is, it does seem to be, the smarter choice when doing
although
it.
I may be joking. We could just go full damage Ezreal, which would still have a Mirror Mana.
Yeah. I don't know, there are quite a few options for Ezreal builds. She flashed out the charm in the mid lane. Ults followed up by the knockup by the Sejuani. Ezreal ults not enough to finish off Lissandra.
Oh, it
Sona
certainly hit
ults
like a
all
truck.
catches out Sejuani. Oh man, that Ezreal just finished her off. So Sejuani ults, but has no effects ultimately. In the top lane though, Tryndamere and Braum are trying to get this Sona. She goes down, Tryndamere's gonna ult to stay alive. Oh, not quite enough though. That is, I'll go and give a little tip out to Tryndamere players because I've seen a lot of Tryndamere players do this while watching streams. Don't say, if you're gonna ult, save your Q for after your ult, just as it's about to end. That way, you can heal any last second damage that would normally kill you when your ult ends.
And you have some more fury while you're attacking, so you have the you'll have more attack damage for one thing, and you'll have more fury, so you have the higher crit chance.
Yeah, it's lower health, gives you, your high damage. So, if you know you're gonna ult, just leave the heal there. And then, your ult generates fury. Plus, you're gonna be generating fury while you're fighting, while you're unkillable. That's just gonna lead to more healing and more crits. Let's see though. Right now, Ionia 5-kill lead, 3 more towers than Frel and a 6,000 gold lead. So yeah, so far it's all going Ionia. But after last game, that game should teach you. You can never call a game over just by how the early game has gone. Putting up his wall at the last second to block the Ezreal poke, but ultimately it still stops his recall.
Well, I have to say the full tank Karma so far is actually doing some work. I don't think it's going to be that great late game, but for now, while her bases are still stupid, it's working.
Yeah, for now. Yeah, so interesting choice, I guess. Yeah, Ionia has no other tank other than Wukong, even though he can go tank, although he is building damage for the most part.
Not so good as a tank. Bruiser's fine.
Yeah. Sejuani goes in with Braum on Ari, so Lissandra shows up to help.
You know what that was? That was the DFG Braum passive. Machine Gun Braum is alive and well.
That mid tower is almost like one auto attack and that thing's dead. Wukong knows it and is trying to keep them off it. He flashes and then ults instead of ulting and then flashing, which would have probably helped him a little more. Wukong goes in, there goes Lissandra, but he goes down for it.
Trading the shutdown wasn't really worth it. You don't want to be trading 1-for-1 when you're ahead like that, because it starts to equalize the gold over time.
Yeah, indeed. That is the irony of being in the lead. You're in the lead, and so that's good, but trading even is actually bad, not equal. Here was pushing bot lane, but he realizes I need to get to mid lane and help my team defend base. He actually cancels that recall. He's starting to, and he's like, nope, I'm just going to keep pushing. Gets a tower out of it. Can Frel hold mid lane and make it so they get the advantage out of this? Wants to keep pushing, runs into Wukong, backs off, gonna recall. Frel, they're still holding it. It's taking some damage, but it's still doesn't looking to be going down. Ionia backing off. They're going for dragon, or are they? Oh, they're clearing out some wards, and they did listen to the casters from the first game. If you're going for dragon, you don't really need to get Skullcrab.
I don't understand. Like, people seem to think Scuttle Crab gives us amazing advantage. It's good if you get it before a dragon, not during a dragon.
Yeah, it's good for like spotting out when the enemy team's going to go dragon, but if you're already the one going for it, It's just a waste of time.
The Scuttle Crab doesn't offer anything of value to you because you already have the dragon.
Yeah. So
I don't know about you, but I'd like the extra pushing power and combat stats. The dragon buff over the 35 gold from Scuttle Crab.
Indeed. We saw it was either Ionia or Bilge last game. They kind of have a misplay that really
Yeah, it was Bilge.
hurt them. It was Bilge, yeah. There were misplays by both sides, but in that case, yeah, Bilge spent too much time taking Skull Crab and lost their chance to get Dragon before Ionia could respond. And yeah, cost them quite a bit. Because that game was so close at the end there, it was like ridiculous. All in all, it's about a 3,000 gold lead in favor of Ionia. Although the game has really started to slow down in tempo, which is good for the Freljord because, you know, when you're behind, you want to slow down and try to catch up.
One thing to point out, not only has Ezreal bought a Last Whisper, he's finished his Muramana, so his damage just took a massive spike.
Yeah, that Ezreal is... Oh man, I could not imagine a team fight that goes well for the Freljord when you have that... And unless they're able to take out that Ezreal instantly, that Ezreal's going to just eat through everyone's health bars. Armor's not going to mean anything with that Last Whisperer. Trinity Force and Muramana, oh god, yeah. Probably gonna have to take him out instantly. Oh, Ari takes out Lissandra, Sejuani ult, Braum ult. So, Ari gets the kill and multiple ults burnt by the Freljord, so...
Right, they're really not respecting the picking power Ionia has right now.
Meanwhile, in the top lane, Karma is going to take out this inner tower. Probably gonna die for it though. She's gonna take it and probably gonna die. I don't see
On the flip side, 3 people decided to go top instead of defending the Union tower.
Yeah, it's a little... Oh, Sona wants to save her teammate. Karma's gonna get away. Wow.
Oh, this is going fast for Freljord. I don't think they realize that they're being collapsed in on.
Oh man.
Still focusing to tank Karma.
They're so low. Only one good health is Tryndamere, but he's already had a burn. That's how quickly his health went down. He got... Oh, he got the heal! He's gonna get away!
The Tryndamere kite!
Not quite enough to get away. Sejuani goes down though. Lissandra and Braum live. All in all, that is in favor of the Freljord.
Freljord manages to just kite out Ionia, and never mind.
Change that though. It's now gone even. But oh yeah, okay. So Ionia quickly changed it.
Lose the day.
That was almost in Freljord's favor. Almost.
You're gonna recall in the jungle. Get out of plain sight.
Go in a bush.
There are plenty of them. It's a jungle.
Yeah, so close to going Freljord's way. So close. I will say, though, that was a misplay by Ionia. Like, you know, they had the, 3 people fighting the tank Karma. They should have said, okay, tank Karma, we're going to make you our little sacrificial lamb here. And while they kill you, because they're sending their whole team up to get you, we'll send all the rest of our team to take main inhibitor.
Yeah, they really should have just done that. I don't know why they fought. And then on top of that, in contrast to earlier fights where Ionia's focus was excellent, they're all going for the same target. They just all spread out and did whatever they felt like from what it looked like.
Yeah, that was a very chaotic, very... Ionia did, come ahead, but it wasn't the kind of win that they should have. Like, even as is, when they came ahead, killing the tower and just letting Freljord take 1 kill would have been a bigger game. And safer. Quinn using her W to make sure no one's trying to sneak up around them for the gank. Obviously they're not.
Tryndamere does have red buff. This is going to be scary for Karma.
Quinn
he doesn't have any attack speed, so the
ulted to
stickiness
try
is
to
going to be
catch up
great.
to Karma faster. But Freljord is making a very poor decision. They're sending all 5 members of their team to deal with the tank Karma. now Ionia is winding up. They're sending their whole team to deal with one person. We're gonna start taking towers.
This is another one of those things that you see a lot in solo queue, where one person who will go to a side lane to help the laner in there to get picked, and then everyone else just follows them because they're not paying attention to the map. What needed to happen there was Quinn should have gone top, and then everyone else should have just gone to defend the base, and the same result would have been the same, except, you know, we wouldn't have lost an inhibitor.
Yeah, that was a tower inhibitor just because of poor rotations by the Frel. Ionia realizing the mistake they made on that last rotation. And
Literally
now
no reason for
Drag.
half of Freljord to be top there.
Dragon is live. They get the Skullcrap, but they do it before Dragon spawns, so ultimately it doesn't hurt them. But they're afraid of this Freljord squad here. They have them outnumbered. Freljord is slowly taking the dragon. They have their tanks pummeling it while everyone else is trying to fight.
Try to get the dragon, Wukong with the 4-man open, no one to follow up.
That was great for Frel. 2 kills for a dragon for 1 death.
So close to killing Ezreal. I think Braum will go down here.
That's what happens when that Ezreal gets that far ahead. Oh, the Ahri is going in on Quinn. She goes down.
Nice!
Ezreal,
Oh, the shield.
he can't go down because of the Karma shields. Oh man.
Never falter.
Once again,
Sona is saying
functional focus.
Sona is mad at purple, but alright.
Well, what should have happened there was all of Freljord should have been together chasing down onto Ezreal. They need to recognize what a threat he is right now. He's just being left alone every fight, shredding everyone.
It was once again almost great for the Freljord. Almost. But yeah, it's like you said, they didn't all focus on Ezreal. Instead, they all kind of going after a different person to focus. They weren't really coordinated. And so, even though Ionia was down, what was it, a 3v4? Even though it was a 3v4, because Frel wasn't coordinated and Ionia has much more items, much more damage, they quickly turned it around. Let's see. So that's a 7,000 gold lead. It has really stalemated for a while. The gold, it's been, it was around 6,000 for a while. It's gone up to 7,000. Now that's a very big, stalemate in terms of gold. Oh, Braum getting very low. Ult from Ezreal missing. I don't know why he felt the need to ult. He could have just kept on auto-attacking to finish him off. Ahri misses the charm. Sejuani engaging on her, taking some damage from the Ezreal. Wukong going in, backing off.
When Sedge moved on to Ahri there, she just ulted point click on Ahri. That would have been Ez and Ahri both trapped in the full stun.
She did not do that though. Now they're backing to get their mana, their health, and some items really quick. Expecting Frel to try to finish the game here. Frel probably could have finished the game if they chose to. Because that Ezreal, I think he could have bursted down that tower almost. But instead, they say, we're not going to take any risks. We're going to go Baron.
Yeah, we saw last game. Ionia's not afraid to take their time.
Yeah, Ionia does scale much harder than really any of the other factions. Maybe Frel had a chance if they could pick up a Nivea, but she's being banned out. Double ults freezing up the Ionian team. Could this be a turnaround? No. Those were 2 really good ultimates by Sejuani and Braum to lock people up, but it just wasn't enough. Braum goes down. Tryndamere barely escapes. That's going to be game. Game 1 goes to Ionia, and yeah, so they're trying to fight it out just a little bit longer. Tryndamere can't die. Can he get him against Ezreal? He shuts him down. But, you know, Wukong just finishes it off. That is game 1, victory for Ionia. So yeah, great job on Ionia. Frel now, if they want to win the tournament, they got to win the next 2 in a row. They can't lose anymore. So the pressure's on. You okay? Sounds like your mic's being moved around or something.
Oh yeah, no, I'm fine.
All right. Well, let's do the MVPs because that is a tradition and almost a requirement. In fact, it actually is a requirement. I shouldn't say almost. It is a requirement.
All right, so I guess I'll start. For Ionia, it's gonna be Ari for me. Just pick after pick really made Mimeoplasm look like a complete fool out there. He ate charm after charm and just kept picking off the. Basically, Ari was able to pick off Freljord's only real damage threat time after time. They really gave them an easy time of it. And then for Frel, I don't know. I think everyone kind of just flubbed there, to be honest.
Yeah. For Ionia, I will agree. Ari MVP, but I would say if the Karma had, like, you know, she started off really good at Karma, but then went tank Karma and, you know, her own power pursued off, you know, makes sense, you know, kind of like, yeah, Ionia, we need a tank, but, you know, it just, her personal performance really dropped, you know, when she started going tank, and so lost a lot of, you know, the impressiveness that would normally come from, you know, turning that lead into damage. So yeah, Ari for the MVP. For Freljord, oh man, it's really hard because you know, Lysandra and Tryndamere both did, you know, a lot better than the rest of their team, but at the same time, they both did really bad early game and got a couple of the Ionian players very fed.
I think Tryndamere's score too is somewhat inflated from the fact that he had a constant camp.
Yeah.
I don't think it really reflects his performance.
Oh man, it's hard to choose. By a very narrow margin over the rest of the team, I'll give it to Lysandra. But yeah, so there you have it. We have the MVPs, and game 2 of the finals in this best of 3 will begin momentarily.
Alright, I'm gonna restart the stream in a bit. See you guys soon.